Hey everybody, this is Natalie from Power Moon Tarot. Today's reading is a special reading for you called Your F-Boy or F-Girl. What is going on with them? Let me help you manage your F-Boy or F-Girl problem. I'm not saying the F word because YouTube doesn't like that, but I wish I could know that I'm saying it in my heart. Anyway, piles number 1, 2, 3, and 4 are laid out here with different songs on top of them. I will be taking these songs and shuffling them up and dealing them at random to the piles. And so each one of you is going to get a song to go with this. And we're going to be looking at your F-boy or F-girl. We're going to be looking at what's happening with them emotionally, how they feel about you, and what secret they're holding on to. Okay, so we're going to look at those 3 things in this reading. In the extended reading, we are going to look at the potential for this connection, what their intentions are towards you, outcome and advice from your guides regarding this connection, okay? So for those of you that want to follow me on Instagram, below are details for how to do that in my description box. If you want a private reading, details of how to request that are below. And finally, I started my TikTok account. So if you do want to follow me on TikTok for more readings, please go to for more tarot readings. Please follow me at Power Moon Tarot, all one word, Power Moon Tarot. If you search for that, you will also find me on TikTok, okay? So with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and mix up the piles. Okay, well, first of all, before we do that, I want to tell you what songs we have to choose from. So we're going to deal with your fuck girl or fuck boy problem, okay, my darlings? And we are going to look at these songs. We're going to look at Why'd You Only Call Me While You're High by the Arctic Monkeys. Miley Cyrus recently did a really cool version of this too, for those of you that hadn't heard this song, years ago when it came out, but it's a good song called Why'd You Only Call Me While You're High. We have Sex, Money, Feelings Die by Licky Lee. We have It's No Good by Depeche Mode. And we have Summer Love by Carly Rae Jepsen. Okay, so those are gonna be the 4 songs that each pile is gonna get. And I'm just gonna take the songs right now and I'm going to shuffle them up. And this song is gonna be used to show me where your fuck boy or fuck girl, okay, is at right now. Where are they at right now and what is going on with them? All right, so let's go ahead and stop, okay? So each pile is going to go ahead and get a song assigned to it. We don't know what song is with each pile. Okay, so guys, with that being said, and we have oracle cards laid out right here too that are pre-shuffled. I don't know what's in the piles that will go with each pile as well. So let's get into it. Pile number 1 is the green tea light. Pile number 2 is the purple tea light. Pile number 3 is the blue tea light. And pile number 4 is the red tea light. You can go directly to the description box below to link directly to your pile. And if you have more than one fuck girl or fuck boy, you can certainly choose multiple piles, okay? So thank you so much. Let's go ahead and put the other piles aside for now. And let's go ahead and get into it. All right, guys. Let's clear the energy. Pile number 1, you chose the green tea light. Thank you for being here on your reading. Your reading is called Your Fuck Boy or Girl. What is going on with them? Let me help you manage this problem, right? So each pile got a particular song associated with it, and each pile also has some oracle cards too that are pre-shuffled, although I don't know what song you got or what oracle cards you have here. But you do have this green tea light, okay? So the green tea light for me is about the heart chakra. And, sometimes in these connections, there can be a lot lacking, right? And it can feel, it can just feel like very, like there's missing pieces or things are lacking, okay? So the heart chakra is also where we feel connected to others and where we learn to trust and lay down our walls and become more vulnerable, okay? Pile number 1. So buckle in, babies, because we're going to go ahead and take a look at, for my pile number ones, what is their song from their fuck boy or fuck girl? What is their song? Let's see. Whoo, there you go. You guys got Sex, Money, Feelings Die by Licky Lee. Now, people all pronounce her name a little bit differently, but the song lyrics, I like to pronounce it Licky Lee because I'm like, and for me, when I picked one of her songs, I was like, this is gonna be the licking oral sex pile. I just know it, right? But let's go ahead and get into it, all right? So the lyrics to this song are: late night, call you in the late night, trade love for one night, 2 pills and a red wine, tough love, I know, but I don't mind. The words that you don't say, no love when you hold me, no calling the next day, it's a one-way. And now the sun's up and I'm coming down, nobody nowhere, I'm nobody nowhere. We just blow it up and blow it down. Sex, money, feelings die, baby, don't you cry, okay? So the one thing that I really grabbed me about these lyrics is trade love for one night, okay? So was someone here cheating, or did someone here lower their standards? Did someone here have a connection that they were already invested in but decided to, you know, basically let that connection go for one night with someone else, right? Is that what's going on here? You know, and it's kind of that element of self-destructive behavior that we all can get into when we feel like things are just, you know, sex, money, feelings die, right? When we feel like life is just empty, it doesn't, you know, there's nothing here anymore. And this isn't going to be a depressing reading, pile number one. I'm just saying, like, where does this energy start, okay? Because we're going to look at it. And it says here, no calling the next day, it's a one-way. And now the sun's up and I'm coming down, right? So you could be feeling really good and really sexually turned on during this connection, but then the next day you experience like your energy drops, or you feel messed up, or you don't feel good about it, etc. Okay? Or this could be your person too. Take it as it resonates for them as well. Okay, so let's see what is going on here. Got to get back to my questions. What is going on with your fuck boy or fuck girl pile number one? Let's check it out. We have Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations and divine plan, but it came out reversed. So it may feel like there's no point, right? Like with this sex, money, feelings die, it's like, really, what's all this for? There's really no point. Why are we doing this? What's the point? Why does this matter? It just doesn't, and you know, the world's been really turned upside down lately. So it's kind of like, what does it all matter, you know? And this also laying the foundation reversed here. I feel like this ties into what I said earlier about how there could have been a connection that you had, pile number one, that you took a risk on and you dipped your toes into this connection instead. And it didn't really turn out like you thought it was going to do. And now you're like it was going to, and now you're like, oh man, you know, or this could be your person. It says, solar plexus chakra, manifestation. Manifestation is the fruition of confidence and belief, okay? So it could be you're not feeling super confident about what you've been manifesting lately, because it's like maybe you did have something that you really liked or really enjoyed, and you're like, why do I keep doing this, right? Because I talked about the self-destructiveness of this song too a little bit, and I love this song. I love Licky Lee, and she's really beautiful and gorgeous. You probably are too, pile number one. But where are we being self-destructive here, right? We have lucky and rekindling love. So I do feel like better options are coming in for you, pile number one. Someone that's more can match your energy. Someone that has similar, like a similar personality to you, and somebody that, and it could be honestly, pile number one, that you will actually be able to, if you did trade one night for, trade love for one night, like the lyrics said in this song, it could be that, you know, you've got rekindling love here. It's not over. You can still manifest what you want into your life, okay? It's not over for you yet. We have nature calls. Take a stroll in nature and become one with Gaia, okay? So there's a lot of earth energy in this pile. We could be dealing with Taurus, Capricorn, Virgos here. But there's a need to be meditative and to be quiet and to think about, you know, what what's going on with you right now? Like, what is it that's, and some of you, I feel like you're like, it's my nature, it's my nature to, this is kind of what I do, or it might be your person, but this might be something that you do, and it might be something that you want to change here. Release. Yeah. When nature calls too, that always kind of reminds me of going to the bathroom, pile number 1. And you have release here too. So it says you don't need to hold on to someone who no longer serves you now. Okay. And that's what, if there's someone that no longer serves you, Spirit is saying you can go ahead and let that go and release it. There's a big energy of releasing here. We have die, sex, money, feelings, die, right? So there's a huge release, and even though it may not feel like it, pile number 1, there's a huge release in what you're doing right now. We have the Hierophant, so your person could be a Taurus, or they could be an Aries or a Taurus here. We have the Empress. Yeah, we have Taurus, Libra energy here too, but we've got a lot of Taurus energy in this pile, a lot of Earth energy in this pile. But these are 2 major arcanas, right? So I do feel like you or your person could have had a long-standing commitment, either with others or each other at one point, but now it just turned into this sex, money, feelings, die. Like, it just turned into this hookup vibe, right? And, it seems like here, like you had a long-standing relationship, or your person did, and that has been released as a result of what has happened here, okay? Your person says, a love like ours happens once in a lifetime. Yeah, that's that vibe. Trade love for one night, all right? Being vulnerable scares me. What did I say about vulnerability in the heart chakra, okay? So somebody here is having to learn about letting, the things go. When you come down and you're no longer high from the last night, right? It's like then you can really see what needs to be let go of and what needs to be pushed back from your experience, okay? And for a lot of you, this is the heart chakra energy, and it's this energy that says being vulnerable scares me. We have the whale, but it's reversed, okay? And then we have the stingray, all right? And then we have the Holy Spirit. Expect miracles. Remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back, okay? And I do think there could be an amazing commitment for you down the road, pile number 1. It's just a matter of kind of getting yourself out of this experience. And it may be, and this is supposed to be also too about how your person feels, but I feel like Spirit is really directing me to direct this reading to you, pile number 1. I feel like this is for you instead of about your person. And I feel like, part of this manifestation that you've been experiencing, you may have been experiencing a lot of this stuff lately with different people. Some of you are not over someone from your past either, is what I see, okay? You're not over that yet. There is a part of you that's still holding on. And, I think a lot of you may be scared to open up to someone again. And so you're just kind of in this cycle, this repetitive cycle. And a lot of you may feel like you won't find that again, right? Like you're not going to be able to find that again. Now, a lot of times we pick partners that mirror this too. So you may have picked someone that is mirroring this back to you as well, okay? But with the whale reversed in the stingray, I feel like this is again, like whales are very peaceful, very smart, very emotionally attuned, gentle creatures, okay? And, the fact that this is reversed tells me that you have another side of your nature out right now. And this could be your person too. I actually think this is your person too. That your person may have a gentle, kind, and loving nature, but you can't see that part of them right now. They're not showing that part of themselves, and frankly, neither are you, pile number 1. All right? And, maybe you needed to just screw it out here and get some of this out of your system. And I feel like, you may be thinking, like I said, that nothing is ever going to change here, but you have the Holy Spirit and this advice to expect miracles, because I do think a long-term commitment can come your way. Now, with the stingray here, this talks of a need to realign your energy, and that comes from releasing things that you no longer need to hold on to you. Some of you maybe, I'm going to just say it, some of you may need a colon cleansing or an enema at this point, pile number one. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. But this stingray is like, instead of presenting, I feel like you're always on high alert all the time, pile number one. I feel like your person is too here. You guys are always on high alert for somebody's treachery or somebody's, ill-advised behavior. Like, you're always on high alert for that. And so it really takes you out of the moment, takes you out of your joy. It really doesn't allow you to really feel your feelings, I see, okay? And some of you just need more energy is what I feel. And I also feel like you and your person, you and this fuck boy or fuck girl, like you may have this sense that there's not a whole lot of vitality in this connection, and it may feel like it kind of like drags at times, okay? Like it just drags. And I think it's because both of you are, receiving these energetic upgrades right now, and both of you are probably not really that emotionally available. Like if you take both of you separately, you both could be wonderful partners here with the Hierophant and the Empress. You both could be amazing partners, all right? But with these two cards, I really feel like your person here is needing to work on their mental body. And I feel like with you, you're needing to work on your inner child or your emotional self here. The part, like, and I know people, I always hate it when people say that, right? Like, work on your inner child. I'm like, fuck off whenever I hear that, and I'm like, my inner child's gonna stab you in the eye, I mean, I'm right there with you, pile number one, but I feel like that's what spirit is drawing me to for both of you. Like, your person is very focused to an extreme on what's in front of them and maintaining their routine and their stability and just focusing on what they know to be true, and they're not really wanting any influence from anyone else. And I feel like you are, somebody may have left you. For those of you that had children, somebody may have left you with children or abandoned you or left you. You may be a single parent for some of you here. But no matter, you still fucking shine, pile number one, no matter. And you're still abundant as hell here. But you having a very annoyed look on your face. And there's the Holy Spirit right above your head there. That's the dove, is the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit in this reading is actually above your hair, maybe the Holy Spirit is in your hair, pile number one. The Holy Spirit is above your head here and is watching you and blessing you. And if you've been through some dire circumstances, Spirit is saying here, I got you, okay? You're safe, you're gonna be all right. Keep your light on, I'm right here with you. And I do feel like this fuck buddy or hookup buddy could be, really pissing you off at times, really annoying you. I feel like you may give them the side eye a lot. I feel like underneath it, you may be quite annoyed with this person. And, the weird thing about it is, pile number one, I feel like you're both in the same boat here, though. You are. Like, you're both in the same boat. You're both kind of vibrating at the same level. And that's why you have this manifestation card here, because you both kind of manifested each other. And I know it sucks to hear that, but I feel like you did. Now, this here is showing like the Holy Spirit is with you. You can expect miracles. This is a very spiritual pile number one. And I haven't even gotten into your tarot yet. But let's see, what is happening with them emotionally? What is happening with your person emotionally here? For my pile number ones, what is happening? I mean, I feel like your person's like a blunt instrument. I feel like they're not very graceful. I feel like they don't, say things or do things in a graceful way whatsoever. Okay, so let's see, what is happening with them emotionally? What's happening here? Knight of Wands, yeah, I feel they're kind of klutzy, clumsy. They move in quickly. They have big energy about them, but they just, the way they do things is like that, like they're just like that. Sorry, wand, for doing that to you. But that's kind of what I get, all right? Like, that's what I'm getting from them. I think they want to have fun right now. I think they just want to have fun and want to freak is what I'm getting, pile number one. They're like, I want to freak you. What's that song by Jodeci? I want to freak you. I mean, they definitely want to freak you, but I think that they're kind of on high alert right now, just physically, and I think their spirit is kind of inflamed right now. I think they're feeling a little like, you know, confined or bored, or that they just need to get out. Like, I see your person as someone who just needs to get out of the house and like drive, okay? And just to kind of go. They may call you or they may text you and say, I just need to get out of the house. Can I come over? You know, something like that. I get that your person kind of has that energy, all right? What's happening with them emotionally? Spirit, what's happening emotionally? 10 of Cups. Well, I do think that they are just like you. They have this fight going on with inside themselves where it's like, I feel like some of them may be on a rebound too. Like, they might be trying to, they may have come on to you quite strong emotionally in the beginning here. And then, you know, kind of whimpered out or wussed out, or like they came on strong here with the Knight of Wands, and then the 10 of Wands, it was the 10 of Cups, it was a very fleeting moment here. That it's like, I feel like you guys can capture nice moments with each other where if you cuddle or you enjoy one another's company, but I feel like they're in the door as fast as they're out the door, pile number one. That's what I'm feeling, all right? What's happening with them emotionally? Let's get some more cards out. We have 6 of Pentacles. So they're trying to figure out what, you know, I think they're trying, I definitely think they want to spend more time with you. I don't think it's that they don't want to spend more time with you. I just think that they are very particular about who or what they give their energy to when it comes to like a deeper investment or a real and more real investment with someone. All right. And I do feel like this person is wanting intimacy. I do feel like they're trying to rush intimacy on an emotional level. This could be a rebound. 3 of Cups. Okay. So, friends with benefits, all right, pile number one. Like, I'm not seeing anything here that says that your person is a horrible person, or I just think this could be a rebound situation. And I think that, you know, I think that they care about you, honestly. I think they do, but I think it's kind of like more on a friendship level. And I think for them, you know, it's like you want to know more where things stand, and it's like they just want to connect like intimately, okay? That's what I'm seeing here. All right, where is this person emotionally, Spirit? The Hangman. Yeah, they're not making any sudden moves. They're not going to tell you you're a dickhead and whatever. They're not going to do anything like that. I don't feel like this person's going to, but you know, they may... We have the High Priestess on the bottom of the deck, so they can, and I see the initials M, I, and P, M-I-P, okay? So if those initials are with you or your person, first or last name, then, you know, take that as it resonates. But I feel like here, I definitely feel like your person comes on strong. They come on fast, they come on strong, and then they pull back. They really pull back their energy, and then they're like, well, we're just friends, right? If you would press them about this connection and say, well, what are we? You would back them into a corner, and they would be like, well, we're just friends, right? I don't think that this person has any ill will towards you emotionally. In fact, I think that besides their restlessness and their need to, you know, just, you know, push through things quickly like that, I don't see anything here that tells me that they, you know, don't care, don't let, you know, that they think that you're a bitch or an asshole. I don't see anything like that here. I think that they just do not have any idea what they want anymore. And I think that they're in a phase of, you know, suspension. And I think that they just want to have a good time. and they want to give you, they want to reciprocate. This person could be good at oral sex. They could be good, like you do them, they do you, this type of thing. There's maybe cuddling afterwards. You feel like, oh, we could actually be friends, but they're in as quick as they're out, right? Is what I feel. And then this person, I just think that they are not quite ready yet. They're not quite to the point where they can fully, it's like they've got one little tip in the water. They're not fully, they're very suspended right now, and they're not, they're not ready to go all in, is what I'm saying. Pile number one, this person is not ready to go all in. I think they look at you as a friend, as somebody who is fun to hang out with, and to someone who provides them with, everyone, even if your person tries to act like it, everybody needs a little bit of human connection and affection, right? And I think that you do provide this for this person. It's just, I don't think you're going to get much more than that right now, because we have the Hangman. All right. How do they see you? How do they see, whoop, that was too many. How do they see my pile number ones? How does this person see my pile number ones? How do they see you? Well, we have the Hermit reversed here. So, they may see you as somebody who, I think you can be alone, pile number one. I think you can be alone. I think you just really don't prefer it. They may think that they're a distraction for you too. There's this whole saying, like, I distracted you from your pain. So your person may have a sense that they distract you in some way too, is what I'm getting. And I feel like they don't want to distract you, but I feel like that's what they do. They distract you, all right? There could be Virgo energy in this pile. How do they see my pile number ones? They could think you're very disorganized too. Yeah, I just picked the Wheel of Fortune up here. So I think that we have number 9 and number 10. I think that they feel that sometimes your energy is open to the world, and you'll just kind of go with it. And, you're just kind of, some of them maybe think that you're going to, move or leave, or that your life, you don't have any ties to anything. So you're basically free to do what you want. Although you can be alone, and you may not like being alone. I do think you like excitement. Pile number one, and you could feel like you're lacking excitement in your life right now. And I think your person sees you as a very free spirit here with the Wheel, and possibly a little bit disorganized too with the way that you live your life. But I feel like they also admire you in a way for the fact that you are so open and free spirited. But it also comes off, I think sometimes it weirds them out a little bit too, because you clearly, I don't feel like you're texting them every 5 minutes. I don't feel like you're calling them every 5 seconds. I feel like you can withdraw your energy from them, but at the same time, you're very open to whatever comes your way. And I think they sense this about you. So how does this person see my pile number ones? 2 of Cups. Okay. So I also think that your person feels like, love is coming for you, and it's made for you. Here's the High Priestess, and I got that earlier, that love is coming for you. Some of them think that you're very blessed and lucky, that you actually could be very lucky in love, and that, you're just more focused on your spirituality or going within right now. And I think some of them think that you go back and forth a little bit between going within and pursuing something. And I do think this person can feel when you pull your energy back, even though you may not notice that. But I do think that your person sees that they may feel that you're actually ready for a relationship, even though inside pile number one, you may be like, no, I'm not. I am not ready for, like, reversed Hermit and Wheel, I would not say is a poster child for ready for a relationship. But I think your person sees you. I think they see you as a very calm and considerate person. I think they certainly see you as a sweetheart. I'm seeing PP, so 2 Ps. If somebody has 2 Ps in their name, or their initials are PP, I'm seeing that as well here. PP, everyone. I do think your person likes it when you wear your hair up and if you wear earrings. I think they love the way you do your makeup or you style yourself. You're very intriguing to your person. they have a good opinion of you, and they think that love is, love is definitely something that won't miss you in this lifetime, all right? And I think that they see that you mirror them. I don't think that they are oblivious to the fact that you mirror them. You could be quite psychic too, pile number one, with the high priestess here. You could be very empathic and psychic too, but I do think you go silent on your person sometimes. I feel like sometimes they wonder if you're gonna ghost them. Okay, you may be on the edge of it at times. How do they see you here? Page of Wands. Yeah, I think your person thinks that you're a free spirit. They're like, how do I get your attention? Page of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Page of Wands here. How do I get your attention over there, little lady or little boy, right? Little boy just sounds weird when met with little lady. But anyway, yeah, I think your person thinks that you're really fun, that you really go for things in life. You actually are quite multidimensional to them, pile number one, because they see you as this very meditative, evolved creature, but at the same time, you're very expansive. And you do have a very childlike, expansive way about you, okay? I think that they also find you unpredictable, is what I'm gonna say. This person finds you unpredictable. And with this Knight of Wands here, they probably like that a little bit. I think that they're more of a relationship person underneath it all. It's just they can't do it right now. But I can see they think that you're actually more unpredictable than they are, pile number one, as I'm seeing this unfold here. Okay? So what secret are they holding on to? For my pile number ones, what secret is this person holding on to? What are they holding on to, Spirit? What are they holding on to here? Seven of Pentacles. Okay, I think your person gets, tired of putting effort and energy into things and not seeing it work out. I think for them, it's very, very slow progress. And I do think that they watch the progress that they're making with you, but I also think that they think it's very sensitive progress. And if you touch it the wrong way, or you bump it wrong, or you do something wrong, that the progress is going to be impeded, and it's not going to, it's just very delicate is what I feel. I think your person looks at this connection as very delicate, is what I'm gonna say here. They're not afraid of getting their hands dirty. They're not afraid of, taking their time either, but I also think they wonder, like, how solid is this, right? And we had laying the foundation was reversed on this card right here too. So I think they wonder, like, how solid is this foundation, right? How solid is this? Could it literally a small breeze knock over this entire thing? Okay, so they're probably wondering about longevity here. They may be wondering about their own longevity as well. They could have some real concerns about whether, your person in the past, I see, has rolled their sleeves up, got their hands dirty, etc. And I do feel like, some things that they put their effort and energy into were poisoned. And I do think your person may not have told you about this in much detail, pile number one, but I do think there is a lot, and I think it's with multiple relationships, honestly. I do. I think this could be with multiple relationships. I see a snake in this picture, actually. And so I think, they were building on a foundation that was poison. And I think for them, this is this is embarrassing for them too, I feel. Temperance, yeah, I do think your person needs you to be gentle with them. I think they could easily feel exposed in this connection if, you were to kind of call it out here. But I do think that your person, I feel like they've been stripped bare in a way. And, I think that emotionally they have, come to understand that they really need to be responsible for keeping themselves balanced and they really need to accept the good with the bad in relationships. Like, things can't be so fragile that literally a small breeze would knock it over. And I think that they're growing to understand this more. Their angels are definitely in connection here with them, with Temperance, and they're trying to watch over your person and help them as they navigate this. But I feel like your person is quite more tentative about relationships than you, pile number one. Honestly, I think they are. I think you, with the Wheel here and the Two of Cups and the High Priestess and the Page of Wands, I think you have kind of a blank check to sort of explore and do what you want and act from a place of like, you know, there's enough, right? There's enough for everyone, for everything. I think this has been a harder lesson for your person, okay? And I think that when they get their hand burned, when they touch the stove, I think that it significantly impacts them, maybe 100 times even more than you, is what I'm getting, pile number one. And so that's why they come through like this, so tentative, okay? So what secret are they holding on? Some of them may have learned to, they may have struggled with also with addiction, or drinking, or some kind of an addiction. And, you know, for them, it's been really like, you know, gentle, slow progress to kind of get where they are today. I do feel like your person is far more like, you know, like not gentle, but far more like delicate than you is what I feel. Although you're delicate too. And I think your person may, you know, they need to realize that you are too. It's just that look at the sun here on the bottom of the deck. It's just that you live your life with open arms, willing to take risks and start over and over again, right? And it's your spirituality and your faith in the universe that carries you forward, pile number one. And you know, this person needs to realize, I feel like with the Six of Wands here, they need to realize like it's not all about them, okay? It's not all about them all the time. And, you know, I feel like they want to be seen and recognized for who they are. They're making me a little bit mad right now because I'm like, it's not all about them. Like, you've been hurt too. I think that you just have had more inner reserves to draw on than your person, honestly, pile number one. And I think your person is wanting to feel, the thing is that they want to feel strong. They want to feel successful. They want to feel strong. They want to feel seen. But they're kind of like a delicate little daisy at times emotionally is what I'm getting, pile number one, okay? So, but look at you here, and this is the hidden energy. What's on the bottom of the deck is the hidden energy. This is you being expansive and confident. We had solar plexus. Manifestation is the fruition of confidence and belief, right? So I think the question for you here, pile number one, is where did your manifestation, you know, where did it kind of go off track a little bit here? Because you do have considerable powers of, you know, manifestation, and you are an open being who's open to the universe, the world, and what it has to bring you. You are open to be fed by the goodness and the energy of the universe. I see that about you, pile number one. So it's just, you know, and that's kind of a different reading. Like, we could go into that. That's a different reading, but I'm going to have to close your pile number one. I feel like I could, because I need to move on, but I feel like we could go on with this. And I will go on with this in the extended reading. We will go into potential for this connection, what their intentions are towards you, outcome and advice from your guides, okay? But I hope I was able to effectively lay out the energies there for you, pile number one, so that you can kind of marinate on that a little bit and think about, you know, what that means for you, okay? So thank you so much, pile number one. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and you take care, my darlings. Okay, spirits, angels, and guides. Here we go. Pile number two, you chose the purple tea light. This is for the third eye, psychic abilities, inner knowing, knowing our path, knowing our destiny, knowing where our freedom lies, okay? That is the third eye, my beauties. So this reading is called Your Fuck Boy or Girl. What is going on with them? Let me help you manage your fuck boy or fuck girl problem, all right? So we're gonna get into their energy, your energy. We're gonna talk through it. We'll also have an extended reading where we will go into the potential for this connection, what their intentions are towards you, outcome and advice from your guides, okay, pile number two? So let's go ahead and get into it. Spirits, angels, and guides, please drop me into the energy of my beautiful pile number 2s and let me release the energy of pile number 1 as I dial into my pile number 2s. Okay, for those of you that are hooking up with someone named John or Johnny, I just got that name, a J name, John or Johnny, as I was working through sometimes I'll get a name when I'm channeling and I'm connecting with spirit. So I just got that name for those of you that connect with that, all right? So here's the purple tea light. And you guys also have oracle cards. You have a song here as well. Some of you may have somebody in spirit that passed over too with a J name, John or Johnny as well too. I just have to say it because I felt it, okay? But let's go ahead and get into it. I'm like, I need to get it right. Thank you, Spirit. Love you. Need to get into the reading now. But we have here, we have a special song dedicated to your pile number 2, which we're going to see. And this is going to be helping to summarize the energy of your situation with your person, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's see what your song is, pile number 2. Ooh, boy. You guys got Why Do You Only Call Me When You're High by the Arctic Monkeys. Now, I mentioned in my beginning of this reading that Miley Cyrus recently covered this song too, or what I think would be recently. It's really cool. You should listen to it. The original is cool too. This is called Why'd You Only Call Me When You're High by the Arctic Monkeys, all right? So some of you in this pile may like to blaze, you may like to have some drink, your person may, you may like to enjoy yourself that way. This may be the 2 a.m., 3 a.m. booty call, what's cracking, how you doing mama, things like that, right? That's what I feel with this pile. And so let's go ahead and get into the lyrics for you guys. So this song can be about a confusing connection, right? There's a connection here, but it's like, why do you only call me when you're high, right? I'm curious, right? It's a curious but confusing connection. And you know, if you're repeatedly calling someone at 2 or 3 in the morning, this pile could also have to do with stalkers, like somebody who calls you at 2, 3 a.m. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why? WYD, right? We've all been there. Okay, so the lyrics are, now it's 3 in the morning and I'm trying to change your mind. Left you multiple missed calls and to my message you replied. Why do you only call me when you're high? And I can see you here wondering where I am. Sort of feels like I'm running out of time. I haven't found all I was hoping to find. You said you have to get up in the morning, gonna have an early night, and you're starting to bore me, baby. Why do you only call me when you're high? Okay, so something about this connection, it says, gonna call it an early night, and you're starting to bore me, baby. Why'd you only call me when you're high? So there might be something about this connection where it's like, it's getting boring, it's repetitive, like the same thing happens. It's like, eye roll, like this person called me again to come over at 2, 3 a.m. and you're just like, okay, thanks for calling, you know. So, but there's also an element of humor in this pile too. I feel like you and your person could both be smokers, midnight tokers, and you know, you may call each other, right? You may call each other when you're high too, and you may be happy with that. You know, you may screw for an hour or a half an hour or 15 minutes, who knows, right? Pile number 2, right? And then go sit on the couch and eat like 10 bags of chips together. I mean, who knows what you're up to, right? But if you're up to that, leave me a comment. Let me know if it resonated. But I feel like for some of you, this may be kind of, pile number 1 was a different energy, but I feel like this connection is more of you guys have sort of settled into this routine of how you handle this connection. I feel like there's an unspoken, truth of how this connection is being handled, and you both kind of follow the unspoken rules, if you know what I mean. Let's see what's going on in the energy here. We have Warrior Woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? But it's reversed, okay? So some of you may be feeling like you're getting a little too messed up and you're kind of losing your sharpness, or you just are kind of falling into the vortex and you're like, whoa, you know? And it's fun, but it's also a little, you may be feeling like, am I being responsible here? Am I, and some of you may be sick of responsibilities is also what I'm getting. We have get out of chaos, get out of chaos comes creation, all right? So out of chaos comes creation. So I get that energy from this pile. You and your person just like, let's just eat a whole pizza and screw, and we called each other at midnight, whatever, like out of order comes chaos. I have date nights here. So some of you may have had actual date nights with this person. I was feeling like this connection was more familiar. But, you can't really go out anymore. Most places are on lockdown, right? So it might be just this, you're kind of feeding each other's bad habits. Let's eat half a pizza together and screw and then call it a night and pass out in our own drool. Like, let's not brush our teeth either, right? Like this pile. So music is calming for your soul. So you guys may listen to music together. One of you may be a musician. You guys, I get the feeling this is you like food. Some of you, like I said, you may like junk food as well too in this pile, or just eating heavy, hearty, rich foods. But this music is really calming, right? And I do feel like you guys can be really casual together. Like you can show up dressed up in sweats. And, if you're the woman in this connection and you identify as a feminine woman, you might be like, who cares? I'm just going to wear my sweatpants and my sweatshirt. This is what you get. You're coming over at 11:30, midnight, 1 a.m., whatever, but you could have music playing and listening to music while you make out. We have pendulum, strengthening your intuition. Well, isn't that funny here with the third eye tea light, with the purple tea light? So some of you may be very sensitive. I'm definitely getting a Pisces vibe or Cancer Pisces vibe in this pile. You may be, or a Gemini, you may be getting very sensitive. You may be very sensitive here. And you just have to wonder, like, is like, what is all this doing to your intuition, right? That's the one question I would ask you, pile number 2, is that if you are an intuitive, or you work with your intuition, or you work with your gut feeling a lot as a way to make decisions, like what is all this? It's kind of messy, what is it doing for your intuition? Yeah, we have 5 of Wands talking about the messiness here. And then we have strength. So strength is a great card for overcoming addictions, overcoming bad habits, overcoming the things that hold us back and hold us down. You may have been through situations, or your person may have I feel like you guys kind of escaped together. And so you may, in your outer environment, have situations either at work or with family or with friendships that have just been a shit show, they've just been a total shit show. And so there is some escapism going on here, but I do feel like, and you could be privy to a lot of other people's anger or upset. People's, bark is louder than their bite, people's bark is louder than their bite, that kind of thing. I feel like there could be kind of, one-upmanship or shit shows going on in either one of your lives, maybe not having to do with one another, I don't feel, but it's like, you guys just get together to blow off steam together and kind of vent and release is what I feel. I want to marry you one day, all right? So there could be this energy here where, there is so much comfort in this connection. It's very comfortable. I feel like you could wear your hair however you wanted. You could this is kind of every girl's dream, right? Like we spend every day getting ready and doing our nails and our hair and our makeup, and it's like, fuck off, like sometimes you just want to, crawl into a hole and hide with someone and watch cartoons. You make all of my dreams come true. You're making my dreams come true, right? So yeah, your person could be, I do feel like, I feel a sense of comfort in this connection, and I feel like this is a good connection to blow off steam with one another and connect that way. We have Beaver. So what tasks are you avoiding? What things are you not getting done? All right, somebody here could be, a very busy bee with their mouth or hands, a very busy beaver with their mouth or hands. Somebody could really be into your beaver as well. Pile number 2, whenever I see the beaver here. Somebody here could have some interesting or different teeth too, is what I see. I'm drawn to that. Some people have the last name Beaver. Isn't that interesting? It's always funny. We have the beaver and the snake, right? So to me, this looks like you guys can be goofy ass weirdos with each other half the time, but there's also this very sexual energy that's like pulsating where you take one another. And I feel like this could be a quickie, you know, I feel like you guys could, you know, hook up for like 15-20 minutes and then decide, oh, now we're going back to the couch to watch this episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer and shove our faces with sushi. You know, whatever you're up to, pile number 2. We have Bridget here, inner strength. We have strength twice. So at some point, right, we're going to have to peel ourselves off our couches, actually get in the shower, maybe move ourselves physically, take a walk. No one can really go to the gym right now, but get that inner fire going. It's winter time in the northern hemisphere, so it's all about warming that inner fire. You know, Bridget is kind of the patron saint of, you know, young maidens, and it does have stuff to do with fertility too. So if you, I mean, for those of you that are fertile and not really caring about that right now, if you're not looking to have children, I would advise you to look at your cycle a little more. Don't get too wrapped up in the moment. Look at your cycle here, but it says move back into wholeness, recognize that you have power. Yeah, so some of you, I feel like it might not even be this person necessarily that has kind of messed with your power, but it's more like your own inner resolve to sort of like get up and do things is sort of like died inside of you a little bit. And I feel like it's probably because of a rancid environment. We have been in a 5 of Wands world. There's a lot of opposition. There's a lot of fighting. There's a lot of shit going on. What's, you know, what direction is up? What direction is down? So, you know, your guides are really wanting you to tend to yourself too. And to your inner knowing here with the snake, like tend to yourself and your inner knowing and heal. Like some of you really need to kind of move yourselves physically, take deeper breaths, go for walks. I know I'm craving some kind of physical activity for sure. Like I need, not just, you know, 15 minutes of sex, but like, you know, sweating it out, like physical activity, okay? So let's go ahead and get into the questions next. So your guys' questions here, let's look and see what is happening with them emotionally, okay? What is happening with your person emotionally? Pile number 2. What is happening here with them emotionally? Yeah, they've been going through it. Look at this 5 of Cups. I'd never seen such a little, look at this. It looks like a little stoner boy or girl in their little hoodie and their boots and their leggings or their, you know, gym clothes, right? It looks like somebody in a hoodie with, you know, with sweatpants on. But I definitely feel like your person has been suffering from depression. They've been suffering from a lot of existential sadness. Like, is this really my life? I feel alone, you know, is this really, and you're like, I know you're thinking, pile number 2, why do you feel alone? Like, you call me up, whatever, like, but I do think that your person needs more, they might be experiencing a loss in their life of like connections and people that they can count on to support them. I do feel like your person is dealing with some little bit of depression, okay? And I feel like we all are, right? I'm not saying anything bad. I'm saying I feel like that's what's happening. We have the Hierophant here, so I do think that they can be lazy at times too. We had the Hierophant in pile number 1 too, right? So they could just be feeling kind of lazy and sedentary, not really wanting to move much, heavy. There's a real sense of emotional and physical heaviness. I feel they're very, and that's why we have the third eye too, because this is where we can get, and I felt that I was coming into your reading, this sense that I needed to be lighter, and I think that your person needs to lighten up here. We have Page of Swords. Yeah, I do feel like your person could feel like, you know, attacked by somebody emotionally or verbally. They could feel like, you know, the people around them are just not listening to them, not getting their communication, that they are, you know, I think that they're just feeling a little off-put by some of the communications that they've been receiving from people recently. And so that kind of has them down, I feel like. And they're like, you talking to me, right? And I feel like they need to get their feelings out. They really need to have someone to talk to and get their feelings out is what, yeah. And they keep thinking they can do everything on their own and just go it alone and resist help from others. and they keep trying to juggle and kind of do things on their own and try to just handle things on their own and suppress the energy is what I'm feeling. But they're trying to handle everything within themselves. And while that's a noble, thing to do, I feel like it kind of messes them up emotionally here with the Two of Pentacles. Like I feel like they have to take on a lot, and they are just trying, like their emotional world is very up and down in a way, but you might not see it on the outside. You might just notice that they do seem depressed or lazy sometimes, or that people may accuse them of that. But underneath it all, I feel like your person is just trying to handle their feelings. And I feel like, they're kind of going through it, all right? They're kind of going through it, pile number 2. So how do they see you? How does this person see my pile number 2s? Well, no wonder they like hanging out with you. They're like, yeah, somebody I can party with. Woohoo, fist bump, right? All of a sudden I just got the Jersey Shore and Mike the situation, right? Like, they're like, finally, my own little Snooki, like somebody I can party with, somebody that can hang, somebody that wants to have a good motherfucking time, right? Pile number 2, they're like, you're fun, you're interesting, you like to party, you're outgoing, I like your personality, right? Like they're like, yes, finally someone that I can go hang out with at 5 o'clock on a fucking Tuesday and drink a liter of Jack with, they're like, woo. So how do they see my pile number 2s? Oh, the Tower. They're like, girl or boy, you in some chaos. You've got some chaos around you. You've got, like, we had out of chaos comes creation. So they can see that you're just in a mood to kick up your heels, have a good time. You're walking outside in the snow without any shoes on. You're stumbling all over the place. You're just like, screw it. Like, I'm in my moment, right? I actually, sometimes this energy really makes me laugh. I know someone who could be like this, but anyway, it's a bit amusing to be around. But I feel like, your person is like, you understands that you have been through it, right? With the Tower here, you could have gone through loss of a job, a breakup, just the state of the world. I feel like you're just kind of like, roaming right now. Like you're just, you're roaming around and you're like, wherever I land, you could have really gone through some major shakeups lately here, pile number 2, but things have been turbulent. And I do feel like some of you, Two of Wands, may be considering where you could go or what you could do. I feel like for some of you, the walls have been crumbling around you. Literally, this could have to do with the place that you live and like things like not working out, or you can't live there anymore, or something physically happened to the place that you lived is what I'm getting for some of you here. Like the walls crumbling, like shit like that, right? Rodent infestate, being infested with rodents, things like that. I don't know, pile number 2. This is just what I'm getting for some of you, okay? So I think that, this all has you thinking of starting over, of having a new beginning, thinking where if you're a cat with 9 lives, right? Like if I fell and I fell hard, where would I go? What would I do? Who would have my back? And where would I want to go? So I think, this girl here is studying a map, and I always kind of see her in this deck as, thinking about like, what could I possibly do next, right? Like all this shit has happened. I keep hearing your guys' song, "You're making my dreams come true," right? I forget what song that is. If someone knows what it is, leave it in the comments. It's an old song, "You're making my dreams come true." Anyway, let's go ahead and see, how do they see you? How do they see you? Knight of Cups. They're like, he or she, they're down. They're always down. Like they sometimes get ideas of leaving or going someplace else or whatever, but they're always down. When I say come to me, they come to me. They're like, here I am, baby. Right? So I think your person knows that there's a word on TikTok called simping, S-I-M-P. I think they know, like, Knight of Cups. This Knight of Cups is simping a little bit for me here. It's kind of like when you say jump, when they say jump, you say how high. You're like, I'm on my way, you know, or they're on their way, whatever it happens to be. 10 of Swords, yeah. This is kind of, look at Temperance on the bottom of the deck telling you two party animals to take it easy, right? This is your angel saying, whoa, Nelly, take it a little easy, right? But I feel like sometimes your person's like, you go joyously into the dark night. Like they see you just continuing to go into situations at times that have no real meaning or happy ending for you. And you just keep, it's like you just get up and keep trying and keep going and keep trying. You know, I actually have a friend like this, and it's really interesting with her. She's one of those people that would give you, like, she would give you the shirt off her back, but you know, she's run into more dead ends. And I have too, you know, I have too. So what am I saying, right? Like, our friends tell us something about ourselves, right? But like, you know, running into a lot of dead ends here, and it's kind of comical in a way, almost, you know, the way that your person looks at it. I feel like they're like, you just keep going head first in, even if it's like, you know, just way off base, etc. So I think your person thinks that you're pretty gangster that way, pile number 2. Like you can hang. You got some gangster energies in you. I also feel like sometimes you pass out. Like you show up and you're revved up and you're like, let's go, let's do it. And then you just pass out. You're like, I'm done, right? And you're just like snoring, like the cheese curds that you just ate are dripping out of your mouth and you're like, I'm done. Pile number 2. You guys are funny. I think your person finds you amusing in a way too. Like they like your chaos is what I feel. So what secret is your person holding on to? What are they holding on to here? I think what they're hiding, this makes so much sense, 9 of Swords. I think they're hiding how much anxiety they really do have about the future and what's coming next for them, and you know, where they're gonna get their next dollar from, or you know, how things are gonna turn out for them in the future. I really do think that they worry and have more anxiety than what they let on, okay? And I think that they try to kind of disassociate from it with the 4 of Cups here. But with this Page of Swords, they really need to talk it out and get their feelings out. And without doing that, I feel like things kind of stay like stuck inside them. It's very hard for them to be open for a quote unquote like normal relationship because they are still dealing with this anxiety, and I don't feel like your person has really gotten this out, okay? 2 of Swords, yeah, this disassociation, just, you know, staying in limbo with everything, not going forward, not going backward, just continuing to kind of sit in it and stew in it, okay? And I feel like sometimes making decisions about things can make them very anxious, feeling like they're gonna make the wrong decision or that they won't know what to do, okay? They could be at a crossroads in their life right now, pile number 2. We have the Magician here. So I think some of them are a little afraid of their own power in a way. Like they're afraid of, you know, really, really going after what they want because they could be afraid that they're not gonna, that they would fail or that they wouldn't be able to do it or they wouldn't be able to follow through is what I feel, okay? So I think that that's the secret that they're hiding, is that underneath it all, and my nose has been itching this whole time I've been doing your reading, so I know that they think about you a lot, but I feel like your person, you know, gets a little intimidated by the idea of kind of just, you know, doing everything on their own, going out there on their own. Some of them could be very attached to their families. I'm also getting an Asian vibe here, like very attached to their families and maybe haven't really like stepped out of that. And so I think sometimes they don't really like know their own true power here, okay? Death, yeah. I do think, you know, some of them may have experienced a lot of hardship and change and struggle. And I do think some of them feel that if they are to show themselves and get out there and step out, that it will immediately be shut down, okay? That it'll be immediately shut down and that they'll be forced to abandon their efforts. That's what I feel. That's what your person is going through, and that's what I feel like they're holding on to right now. We could say a lot more about this, and we will on the extended readings, my pile number 2s. We will go into the potential for this connection, what their true intentions are towards you, outcome, and advice for this connection. Okay, pile number 2. So join me on the extended reading, my lovelies, if you are so inclined. If not, I will see you on the next reading. Please like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed that. Thank you, beauties. Whew. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into it. As soon as I started your pile number 2, I was filled with kind of a sense of anxiety. Woo! Or I called you pile number 2. This is pile number 3, okay? So pile number 3, thank you for choosing the blue tea light and welcome to your reading. The blue tea light is associated with the throat chakra. So communicating what we want and need and not leaving any open areas for misinterpretation, okay? Letting everyone know what is up. So this reading is called Your Fuck Boy or Fuck Girl, What's Going On with Them, okay? We're gonna look at their energy, your energy, then we're gonna have an extended reading where we're gonna talk about potential for this connection, what their true intentions are towards you, outcome and advice for the connection, okay? Every pile has a song with it. You are no exception, pile number 3. You have a song too. You actually are an exception though, pile number 3, because you're wonderful. But let's go ahead and channel into the energy. Spirits, angels, and guides, please help me release the energy of pile number 1 and pile number 2 and channel into the energy of pile number 3. Please let us relax and settle in. Thank you so much, Spirit. Okay, so let's get into it, pile number 3. Let's go ahead and see what song is coming out for you to personify this connection. Ooh, I knew it. I knew it. You guys have It's No Good by Depeche Mode, all right? So I'm going to go ahead and read you, and you may think, oh my God, it's no good. Like, that's bad. This song is bad. But it actually is not. Like, when you listen to the lyrics, I mean, it depends. It depends on how you feel about the lyrics. Let's see, pile number 3. It says, so the lyrics say, and you have to listen to this song if you haven't listened to it before, because the lyrics are very sexy. The guy singing it, it's just a sexy song. But it says, I'm going to take my time. I have all the time in the world to make you mine. It's written in the stars above, the gods decree. You'll be right here by my side, right next to me. You can run, but you can't hide. Don't say you don't want me. Don't say you don't need me. Don't say that you don't love me. It's understood. Don't say that you're happy out there without me. I know you can't be, because it's no good, all right? So this song can be about denial, a denial of our feelings. I do feel like there may be lapses in communication between you and this person with this blue tea light throat chakra. I do feel like you want to communicate more with your person. I feel like they want to communicate more with you as well. But it's no good here, where your person is like trying to be patient and you don't know if they're in denial or they're actually being patient, right? Are they in denial that they think something could really happen here? Are they just having wishful thinking? Are they being kind of stalkers? Or do they really believe that, it's written in the stars above, the gods decree, you'll be right here by my side, right next to me, right? Some people might find that kind of creepy if you're just, if you just don't even know someone that well. Some people may find that kind of romantic, but I do think your person could have a dark, obsessive side about them that you may not fully understand yet, but I do think it's there, okay, pile number 3. So let's go ahead and see what is going on with the energy. And I had written down some signs for me that this was associated with. I have Virgo, Scorpio, Taurus, Gemini, and Capricorn, okay? If I didn't call your sign or your person's sign, don't worry, because we're going to get into it, all right? But let's see what the energy is here. We have boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? But it's reversed, right? So I do think that this song can sometimes, it's like It's like I posted a meme on here on my channel through the posting thing, and it was a picture of Penn Badgley from You, and you know, he stalked that show You on Netflix, and he like stalked that girl to the end of the earth, and actually eventually ended up killing her. Not to get all morbid on you, pile number 3, but like, you know, that's kind of the vibe. Like, it's kind of an obsessive vibe, right? And somebody may want to penetrate your boundaries. I do feel like a lot of sexy, deep, dark energy in this pile. I feel like somebody wants to get through your boundaries. They want to like come and, you know, I am feeling that sexual energy in this pile. We have root chakra, there it is. Security, to feel more secure, deepen your connection with nature, okay? I think your person wants you to deepen your connection with their nature. I think that they're very, like, they're like, how can you be happy out there on your own without me? It's no good, you know? Like, I do think your person wants to spank you, pile number 3. I'm just gonna say, it says here, create something new. So the more, and look at this blue paint here in the corner. So some of you could be doing something with your voice or writing or speaking or something creative. I do feel an artistic vibe in this pile, and you know, it'll help you if you have lapses in communication with this person. To create something in between that time will help you be less obsessive about them, or you about that, or them about you, is what I see here, okay? Signs and synchronicities, seeing the signs. All right, so yeah, your person is saying it was written in the stars above. It's God's decree. So you both could be seeing a lot of signs that this connection really is. And look at this peeping Tom in the window here. Look at this peeping Tom fairy in the window. Who's that little fairy in the window? Pile number 3. I feel like you and your person could both be seeing signs here of one another, like, you know, like what's going on, right? We have, oh yeah, here we go. My clairsentience was popping off before I jumped into this pile. It says you are able to pick up on the energies and emotions from other people, clairsentience. So you guys could both be empaths or clairsentience people, but you're both seeing the signs. You know, it's what's that Ace of, you know, based on, I saw the sign and I'm happy now here living without you. I saw the sign. That song isn't cool though, because it's like, you know, somebody here could be acting like they're happy without someone else, but then the other person's like, you're not, it's no good, right? Yeah, okay. We have the 10 of Swords, right? So I do feel like there could have been a falling out, like something that happened in the connection, or there could be just big absences with all this black here. I feel like sometimes there's just like moments when you guys are not connecting or you don't talk, and both of you may assume that this connection is over or the other person doesn't give a shit, all right? I feel like that is coming out here. We have Queen of Pentacles. The snake is offering her a pentacle and she's looking at it like with her mouth open, you know, it's like open wide, baby, right? But I feel like she's also looking at it a little bit like she's in a trance, and this song is very trance-like to me. But there's a real Garden of Eden, you know, sexual Adam and Eve vibe in this pile, for real. And I feel like your person gets pissed because they're like, why would you doubt my affections for you? Because I literally, like, even after all of this, I'm still trying to get at you, you know, but you may be thinking this may not be the healthiest thing here because the snake is literally offering the pentacle, and we have boundaries reversed here, 10 of Swords. So you may feel like violated, right? The Depeche Mode, and I'm not trying to be triggering. I'm saying violated in the sense that this person's in your energetic space. Now, if you like that and you want it, maybe you want it, pile number 3, but I feel like this person, there's actually an album by Depeche Mode called Violator. And so anyway, I feel like, you know, and I could see when this person comes through you, you become very entranced. When they come around you or talk to you, you feel very entranced and intrigued by them. But you could also feel scorned when they're not there, okay? From the first moment we touched, your arms felt like home. Yeah, this person's like not letting up. They're like, no, you're mine. My heart beats so fast when I see you. Oh, pile number 3. I think your person is a little more, obsessed with you. What's that song by Mariah Carey? Why You So Obsessed With Me? Boy, why you so obsessed with me, right? You may be able to feel the energy. Look at the hummingbird, right? With the throat chakra. You guys want to talk to each other a lot more than you do. I'll tell you that much. And you both are extremely curious about one another. We have the wolf, but it's reversed. So somebody isn't hunting like they normally would. And I feel like it's frustrating, right? It's like, I want to get at you, peck, 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 Woody Woodpecker over here. But somebody isn't able to embrace their animal instincts and really go after you like they would want to. We're going to find out why. Like, what's this person's secret? Why are they holding back? All right. But I definitely feel there's a deep attraction here in this pile. That's for sure. We have Mahavartar Babaji. Sorry if I murdered that saying or spelling, but it's called soul expansion. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connections between all things. That's interesting because we have the synchronicity, and I'm drawn to all the blue here, that this person, this ascended master, is wearing all this blue, all this beautiful blue, right? Blue is also, I feel, the color of the stars and the galaxies, right? It's black and blue. It's this deep kind of, knowing, right? And I feel like you guys psychically pick up on each other, but you can't really hunt each other like you normally would, all right? This approach is a lot more gentle or a lot more reserved than you would. And you can tell here, look at the buildup of all this red energy in the throat chakra. Look at how long this person has to wait to speak to you, pile number 3. Dear Lord, okay. Woo, pile number 3. Your pile is hitting me hard. All right, so let's go into it and let's see what's happening with them emotionally, all right? So for my pile number 3 is what's happening with their person emotionally. What's happening with their person emotionally here? What's happening with their person emotionally here? I felt impatient while I was shuffling those. I'm like telling myself, are you done yet, right? We have 6 of Cups, right? So there's this real sense of urgency to be with one another. And to question each other and to talk to one another and explain things to one another. There's a real sense of wanting to share. And I do feel like someone here could be wanting to, could be listening more than they're speaking to the other one. And the other one is saying more. But, this is a Scorpio card 6 of Cups. It's also a past life card. It's also a therapy card for me. So this connection could be very therapeutic. For the both of you. And I do feel like there is a guide in the background here in the archway watching this connection. There is a guide watching this. It's just happening on a much more reserved level than I think both of you would and you may be like psychically screwing each other already, or you may already be screwing one another. But I do sense that, your person has a lot of feelings of adoration for you with the 6 of Cups here. They see that you would challenge them definitely and call them out, but they have a lot of feelings of admiration for you. We have, yeah, there it is. There's that slow energy. The Knight or Prince of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody here can't hunt like they would normally hunt, right? When they see something they want. They're having to go much slower with you, maybe because of the practical limitations, or because, they just have to take this connection slower because it's kind of intense with the Sun and Scorpio 6 of Cups energy. It's intense, right? So I feel like your person is just having to take things slowly. They may at times appear that they're not open to the connection. 10 of Wands, okay? So I do feel like it's very hard for your person, right? For some reason, it's a hard journey to get to you. It's not an easy journey, it's like buck up, champ, right? It's not an easy journey to get to you. And some of them may be at a little bit of a distance to you. But I do feel like it's not the easiest thing for them to kind of get up and move towards you. They don't lack for effort with the 10 of Wands and Knight of Pentacles. They have consistency, they have effort. I just feel like there are some things getting in the way of this connection. It may be practical things here with the Prince of Pentacles. We have 6 of Swords here. So there is this sense of having to travel a distance to be with one another and not being able to reach out and touch one another. This may be kind of like, like a cyber connection too. 6 of Swords is Aquarian energy. So this could be very, cyber type connection here. it's really hard. It's been hard to manifest this connection in the physical is what I feel, pile number 3. But I do feel you guys have a deep need to go to one another and leave behind, you know, situations that have, I feel like both of you could have had really challenging, you know, 2020s, really challenging year. And I think that you're both needing a respite from that. You're needing saving grace from that. How does your person feel emotionally? Strength. Aw, they want you to comfort them. Okay. They want you to be there for them. I'm seeing a book here too. I don't know if some of them, you know, wanted to give you a book or had something they wanted to share with you or read to you, but I do feel that energy. I'm also getting painting here. So if somebody was doing painting or repainting or refurbishing or doing a project like that, or if somebody actually is a painter, that's what I'm getting as well here. But I feel like your person is, you know, they want you to comfort them. They want you to ease their weary soul. Okay, ease my weary mind, ease my weary soul. You know, they want to kind of collapse in your arms is what I feel like. That's what I feel like is going on emotionally. How do they see you? How does pile number 3's person, how do they see you? We have 7 of Wands. So they are aware that you have defenses, and they are aware that you have options and you have other opportunities. And they're aware that you're a little bit on the defensive, and that, you know, you might not be the most welcoming to new energies. We have Queen of Pentacles. We have that came out right under the Knight of Pentacles. So they may be a little bit intimidated by you, pile number 3, and feel that you're like one level above them, or that you have some power or some certain thing that they don't. But look at how sexy she is. Dear God, the Queen of Pentacles has literally everything she could ever want. I'm getting the initials JL, okay? This is female Capricorn energy, and I think I said Capricorn in this pile too. It doesn't have to be female, but that's just what I was feeling right now. So yeah, I think that, you know, I'm seeing like black coal and pine cones too. I don't know why I'm seeing that, but I just have to say it. That's what I'm seeing. I think your person sees you as very formidable. Pile number 3. You're very formidable to them. They respect you a lot. They're very impressed by you, and they know, you know, no one should really, yeah, they know nobody should respect you. They think you have some fierce ass spirit guides or a team of bouncers that walk behind you and shake motherfuckers down if they look at you the wrong way. With the 9 of Wands and the 7 of Wands, I also think that they find you, this is why they want to see the softer side of you. They want to see the side of you that's more vulnerable, okay? They feel like this is the part of you that you don't really show. They want to see the more like nurturing side of you. But you're a very formidable force, and they respect you, and they can see your strength and power, pile number 3. They can. They just wish that you would let them in a little bit more is what I feel. All right. You may have like tanks in front of your house, pile number 3. Let's see here. We've got Prince of Cups. Okay. So I do think underneath it all, this person sees that you would like be open to romance. I'm also getting the letters H and N, okay? HNG, actually, HNG. So if those resonate for you in any way, pick that up. But I'm seeing here that, you know, I'm also getting Hong Kong. I just have to tell you, you guys' messages are coming in hot. If you live in Hong Kong or you have a connection to there, welcome in and take it times a million. But like, you know, I think that just basically your person understands that underneath it all, underneath all of this formidable presence and, you know, true grit, that there really is a loving, romantic, kind, and sensitive soul underneath all of that. I also think that they think you're very protected by the angels as well, particularly Archangel Michael and Raphael, pile number 3, okay? So let's get one more. How do they feel about you? How do they see you? Princess of Wands. So this is the Page of Wands in a normal deck. I think that they see you as a very like inspiring and inspirational person. They could also be, you know, jerking off to you is what I feel like. Pile number 3. The Page of Wands is also kind of like my jerking off all the time to someone kind of card. So I do think that they could be concerned that you have multiple suitors, or you have other people in your life, or you're entertaining others, and you may very well be pile number 3. Like, that's up to you and you alone for you to know that. But they could be a little bit concerned that you're just, that you just have a lot of people around you that would want to be with you, I feel like. But I also feel like they want to see more of you, right? Because this Page of Wands is very covered up. It almost looks like these clothes are too big for her, right? Like this situation's been too much to handle. And for some of you, that may be the case, that you may have run into people that emotionally scarred you, that were too much to handle. Therefore, you became very, what's that song? I'm going to harden my heart, right? But you're a very abundant, nurturing, loving person. It's very hard for you to do that because it's not your nature, all right? Let's see, what secret are they holding on to? Pile number 3, what secret is your person holding on to? What are they holding on to here? What are they holding on to? What is this person holding on to? They're smiling right now. Your person's smiling because they're like, nice that you're trying to find out my secrets. What are they holding on to? Temperance. Okay, what secret are they holding on to right now? They think that, and we have the High Priestess on the bottom of the deck, the hidden energy. They actually think that, you guys are spiritually meant to align here. They feel that their angels have guided them towards you. They're trying to moderate their feelings towards you here with Temperance. They're trying to tone it down and be a lot more cool than they actually are towards you. Like, they actually really are into you. They're just trying to be cool, right? Be suave, be cool. 4 of Wands. Yeah, they're like, you take my breath away. Just kidding. There's a song called Take My Breath Away, right? Anyway, that you take their breath away. You may have had a past life with this person in India or an Asian country. I feel like too, if you have a connection to that country or ancestors from there, I definitely feel like it's always giving me kind of a Taj Mahal kind of a vibe. But I feel that your person is actually like trying to tone it down and be rational and, control themselves a little bit, but they're a little bit gone with the wind when it comes to you. I think they're a little too excited to pretend that they aren't, but they're really trying. They want to see the best for you here. What's their secret they're holding on to? Okay, here we go. I think their secret is that sometimes, even though they see all these great things that could be for them, they don't really want to. They have a trouble accepting it. They have trouble taking it in. Even though, your person is very handsome or very beautiful, very much wanted and loved by others, I feel like, and this shows up, in the energy, but they have a hard time accepting that. It's like they'll just, sometimes they accept less than what they're worth, is what I feel. Okay, whether it comes to friendships, love, family, whatever it is, I feel like sometimes, they want to be close and they want to feel like, but they want their relationships to be a higher level. They don't want them to be, trifling ass bullshit. They want to have real joy and partnership with someone. This is a soulmate card, 1111, 4 of Wands. But at the same time, they deny themselves that, okay? And they're learning, people always say love yourself, but how do you do it, right? How do you do that? And I feel like your person sometimes gets stuck there. We have the High Priestess. So your person, we have the Hangman. They're going through a major spiritual awakening right now. You may not see that. You may not know that. But guess what? Your person is also a beginner at times, and so are you, and you guys have things to learn from one another. Pile number 3 is what I feel like. I feel like with the High Priestess here, your person may come off as a know-it-all, or that they know everything, or that nothing's a secret to them, but that isn't true at all. Otherwise, we wouldn't have awakenings and we wouldn't have upgrades, okay? So I hope that helped you unpack that a little bit, pile number 3. We will go into the extended reading next, but we will ask, what is the potential for this connection? What are their intentions towards you? Outcome and advice from your guides, okay? So thank you so much, pile number 3. I was really feeling your reading. Ooh, I got so many references. I love it when I get a lot of references, when Spirit gives me a lot of information. I love that. So thank you so much, pile number 3. Okay, let's go ahead and drop in. Pile number 4, welcome to your reading. You chose the red tea light. Spicy, spicy you, pile number 4. It matches my red nails. All right, love you guys. Let's go ahead and get into it. Here are your oracle cards too. Spirits, angels, and guides, please clear my energy from piles 1, 2, and 3. Help me drop into the energy of my pile number 4s and let us begin, okay? So we're going into your fuck boy or girl. What's going on with them? What's going on with the energy here? In the extended reading, we will go into potential for this connection, what their intentions are towards you, outcome, and advice. So if you're interested in the extended reading, click the link below to go to my Vimeo channel. Thank you so much, pile number 4. You guys and your sassy red tea light. This is root chakra energy, all right? And the root chakra is how we stay grounded and focused. And yeah, your pile is rocking and rolling. Let's go ahead and get into it, pile number 4. What is your song that personifies this connection? Ooh-hoo-hoo. We have Summer Love by Carly Rae Jepsen. I recently discovered this song and it is such a funny song. I love it. You guys have to listen to it because it sounds like somebody like skipping through a forest in the song. It just like it's just very irreverent and funny. And yeah, it's really a cute song. And I know we're in the winter months for the Northern Hemisphere. If you're joining from the Southern Hemisphere, you know, Summer Love may be here on your agenda. But I do feel like this is a very upbeat and cute song. It's also kind of like, I don't know, it just kind of reminds me of like fairies and like, you know, just fluttering through the forest. Just give it a listen. It's really funny. It's actually kind of psychedelic. The signs I wrote associated with it, I wrote about Aquarius, Sagittariuses, Capricorns, and Cancers, okay? Summer Love, Carly Rae Jepsen. If I didn't call your sign or your person's sign, don't worry, we're gonna get into it, okay? So your lyrics for this song, and this is the energy between you and your person, okay? So the lyrics say, summer love, wild and free, and I'd like to get to know ya. 'Cause I live for the feeling, dance to the feeling, wait for the feeling of you. I was down for the first night and I'm down for a second try. When you touch me, I wanna fly. I'm so down for you all the time. It's my turn, it's our time, and I'd like to talk it over. Summer love, sweet as wine, and I'd like to have you over. 'Cause I live for the feeling, dance to the feeling, waiting for the feeling of you. I'm so down for you all the time. All right? Woohoo! Pile number 4. I just feel like you guys need a little shimmy with your reading. It's just a funny song. Anyway, it's really silly and it's really hyper. Like, I feel like this is a beginning. This is a newer connection. This is a spicy new little number thing. And you're probably not quite sure, like, is this gonna be, you know, something more serious, or is just a little like, you know, whatever, like, I was down for the first time and I'm down for a second try. You know, when you touch me, I want to fly, right? So I feel like this is a passionate connection here with the red tea light. Very passionate. And with these cards too, in the combination, I just feel like it's a very sweet yet passionate connection, but you may not know where it's going to go yet. And it may just be that you two are traveling through and you meet one another and then you part ways, right? But there is something about this connection that may stay with you. You may end up talking to this person again. Okay, but let's go ahead and get into it and see. I definitely feel like you and your person are curious. You want to get to know more about each other. We have break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, and rewriting the future, right? So, you know, this is a little naive. This song is also a little naive in the sense that it's just kind of like blindly like skipping into situations. And so, you know, this may be something that you end up doing a lot of the time, pile number 4, where you're just like, fuck it, I'm off to, you know, I'm off to obliterate my soul again, la la la, right? Like, and that's why we have break the chain reversed. We'll get into it though. It says, all things work best in conjunction with all things. Well, thank you, Gandhi over here. Thank you, you know, whatever. I don't know what, sometimes these cards, I'm just like, okay. All things work best in conjunction with all things. Huh. Well, that's very general. Let's see. That's why I don't know. I feel like this is something someone could have hanging on one of those trite messages in their home things or something. There's a little bit of naivety in this pile going on, but I like it. Let's see where we go. Vacation time. Yeah, let's see where we go. I feel like you maybe met this person on a vacation, or, you know, you met them in a time when you were just like fancy free. You might not have been working. You might have had a lot of time on your hands. They might have had time on your hands. You were just kind of blowing through it together here. We have manifest, make a wish. You are a strong manifester. So that's good, right? I like that. We have work on your throat chakra here. So speak what you want into existence and do the work and show up. Throat chakra. Ooh, the devil. There we go. Yeah, I was feeling like this passionate, but you have break the chain here too. So this might be something that you do. You may not have met this person on vacation, but it's like a vacation when you're with this person. You're just kind of like merrily skipping to your own death. You're like, you know. But the devil shows up, right? It's like knock, knock, like things turn a little bit more, they're a little bit more than you bargained for is what I feel, pile number 4. So this situation could have been a bit more than you bargained for. Like you were looking to twirl your hair and, you know, suck your lollipop and just prance by someone, but it turned into, you know, it turned into something else, right? And this to me here, it's not a wedding ring, but it reminds me of a wedding ring. So some of you may be playing second fiddle to another person. This is for a select few of you, or you may be like the vacation girlfriend or boyfriend, or you may know that your person has a ball and chain in their life or is with someone else or married to someone else, but you are like blowing off steam with this person, or you're taking vacations with them, or you're just, you know, you're just doing whatever with this person, even though they are connected to something else. And I don't, with this devil energy too here, these two are not really in a position to walk away from this, is what I feel like, okay? Ace of Pentacles here. Yeah, so it's this sense of like things are just beginning, like let's have fun. We're so fancy free. I'd like to get to know ya. I'd like to talk it over is a lyric in the song too. Work on your throat chakra. So talking it over with this person, talking about what's happening and going on in the connection. But I feel like there is this very like young kind of like, I'm skipping to my own death kind of energy in this pile. I'm sorry, pile number 4. I just can't get over it. But I do feel like you think that there is, you know, true hope for this connection, or in reality that there would be an actual true connection here. Otherwise you wouldn't be feeling the way that you're feeling. So I'm going to tone it down for a minute and not completely, you know, skip around here, and just say that I think you do look at this as, you know, something that could actually be a reality here, but it's at the very, very beginning stages. And so, you know, a lot of unknowns here, pile number 4. We have, I can't be the person you need me to be right now. So your person could be very non-committal here. I feel they're very committed and trapped in other things, but they may not be able to be with you. And they really can't be the person that you need them to be right now. And I feel like you're very innocent, cotton candy, kind of like la la la, right? In a way, I'm not trying to demean you at all, pile number 4. I mean, I think you want to see the best in people. And I think that you generally have a good attitude, but this person is, you know, curmudgeon over here. They're like, I can't be this person for you all the time. You make me feel things I've never felt before. So this person could be very confusing too, because in one ear they're telling you, you make me feel these things I never felt before, but then in another hand they're like, I can't be the person you're looking for, right? That's why we have this devil energy of kind of being 1 foot in, 1 foot out type of thing. We have Gazelle. So I do think your person finds you very beautiful. They find you like very sensual, very beautiful. You could have a very like delicate, you know, like very beautiful and delicate persona. You could smell really nice, dress nice, etc. We have Unicorn. Yeah, that's what I was getting. It's this kind of like skipping around, kind of childlike, very much like a Leo or an Aquarius energy, but there's this real curiosity with you. And I feel like your person You know, they don't necessarily have ill will to you. It's just that they can't, I don't feel ill will. They just can't be who you need them to be. Like, you're looking for this magical connection, right? And I feel like they're just a little more drugged down by the realities of 3D life, okay? We have Diana, focused intention, and this goes with this manifestation card here. Think about what you desire, set your sights high, expect the best possible outcomes, right? So this talks about reaching higher than what you've been currently reaching. So at times you might have a little bit too optimistic or maybe too childlike view of situations, pile number 4, but it's because of who you are. You're an upbeat, outstanding, outgoing person, and you're a lot of fun to be around. You're the freaking unicorn over here. And Diana, right? But Diana, for me, is always known for her powers of discernment as well, too. Look at her face. She's very serious in a way. She's very serious about going after what she wants. And I think that's something that, you know, you're maturing into, pile number 4, is what I feel, okay? Let's go ahead and look at your questions. Okay, so we're gonna see what's happening emotionally with your person right now. What's happening emotionally? I think your person is very observant. I think they are very observant of you. Sometimes they hang back and they're very observant of what's going on. And I feel like sometimes this person can make you a little bit sad, pile number 4, because you do have this natural exuberance and magic that just flows from you, right? And your person hangs back too much from you. They're there sometimes, then they're not there. They can't be the person that you need them to be, probably because of things that have them trapped or held back, right? And I can see that it weighs on your energy a little bit here. It makes you sad, is what I feel like. While they're sitting here observing you and watching you, this person may like to watch you like undress, or may like to just, you know, observe, sit and watch you too as you do different things. But I feel like it makes you a little bit sad at times, pile number 4. It kind of drains on your energy a little bit, because you're looking for something that can match your energy, is what I feel. You're like, I'm on an extended vacation, all right? So yeah, your person here can sometimes be a little bit Debbie Downer here with 5 of Pentacles. What's going on with them emotionally? I do think that they're afraid of losing something. I don't know what it is. Is it material wealth? Is it their status in life, their job, a relationship that they were already in? You, whatever it is, I do think your person is afraid of losing something that's valuable to them. I think sometimes they become ashamed of their behavior and they don't like to be reminded of the things that they've done, is what I'm getting. But, you know, I think you notice, and I think your person can see, they try not to see what they do to you, how this hurts you, or what they do to you. And they try to, you know, disconnect from that, but they do. They see what they do here, okay? So let's go ahead and see what's happening with them emotionally. 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so I think they desperately want to get back into that place of abundance where they feel like anything is possible and there's excitement and interest. Like they really want to feel like they're free, I get as well, independent and free. They are really sad because they feel trapped at times, and they wish that they could be just free, is what I get, okay? For some of them, they really need, it's like they really need like black tourmaline, or like something for the root chakra, something for protection in their root chakra, because I feel like you or your person, you know, like being kind of, the song is, you know, summer love, wild and free. And I keep getting that, like this wild and free, and I'd like to get to know you, right? And I think your person is reminiscing on things that you guys have done together here. We have King of Pentacles. So this person is very, at times, like I do think they've accomplished a lot in life. I do think that what they've accomplished and what they've done is very important to them. I do think that, you know, they get tired of it, but their responsibilities and the weight that they have to carry because of these responsibilities are, you know, significant to them. And I do feel like they feel like it's just, you know, too much at times and they want to escape. You know, but they really can't. They're tethered to the things that they have. It's like when your possessions start to possess you, because you got to take care of them, right? I do think your person, you know, has their eye on you. Like I said, they're watching you. They have their eye on you. They've got one eye on something else and their other eye on you, but they do have their eye on you. And I think they sometimes may get jealous a little bit of how like fancy and free you are. Like they want to be free to run and roam like the gazelle, but they really can't. Okay, so you have to make sure this person doesn't harsh your vibe. Pile number 4. We have 4 of Swords. So I do think your person, you know, needs to take breaks from their life as they know it sometimes. Like they need to disconnect, they need to realign their energy, and they need to realign their mental body, all right? Because otherwise they get burned out, right? And with all these pentacles here, with all these pentacles, I feel like they have a lot to do a lot of the times with work, with money, with jobs, with finance, whatever it is. They have a lot to do here. And I feel like, you know, a lot of details to attend to. And I feel like sometimes they just need to calm down and rest, you know, and I think that you could be a welcome, you know, retreat from all of that for them. But they really need that space to rest is what I'm getting here. We have Prince of Pentacles. Okay, so I do think that they feel, look at all these pentacles here with the 4 of Swords. I think they feel downtrodden about their situations at times. They feel tied to them. They feel like, you know, they can't change anything. It's their mindset. Like they are projecting into their environment. You guys have manifest here. So I feel like your person sometimes needs an attitude adjustment. I see that they're very consistent. They take care of their responsibilities, but they also feel like they could lose things by the choices that they make. And they need to get their mind right. 4 of Swords here, okay? So they could be worried about material things right now. And they came up as the Devil too. So, you know, hey. Let's go ahead and see. How do they see my pile number 4s? We have 3 of Swords, all right? So they see that you could, if you wanted to, you could cut this off and hurt them, is what I'm seeing here. And that you kind of hold the power here, all right? And you could call this off or take your energy back at any time. And they don't know, is that gonna happen or not? And so I think that this person feels like a little bit, you know, a little bit sad, like they feel anxiety or they feel angst about it because they feel like you could call this off at any time. Anytime you stopped, you know, caring about it, you could just be like, I'm done, okay? How do they see you? Death. Yeah, thanks, Spirit. Thanks for that confirmation. I think they definitely see you as somebody who could cause some damage, right? And that, you know, you could tell someone about what's going on with you two. You could just call the situation. I do think you could make them suffer if you wanted to. Pile number 4, which is crazy because you have this summer love, you know, song coming out here. But I do think that, you know, you could make them, you could certainly make them hurt a little bit here too. If they treated you in a bad way or that they didn't respect you, I think that you could become a problem for them, okay? And they may be kind of looking at that and seeing, you know, how they feel about that. Yeah, 3 of Wands. So I feel like they also think that you evaluate the situation a lot too. And they may feel that you may end it or call it and put them back into position of like, gee, you know, like where do I go next from here? And I feel like they also feel like you may not have a whole lot to lose because you have so much ahead of you and you can do whatever you want. You have summer love, wild and free here, and that you have so much of your life ahead of you, so you could literally do whatever you wanted, travel, go places, do things, you know, just live your own life. And they, you know, they're still going to kind of be stuck with their same situation. All right. So, you know, that's interesting. They actually see you as having like the power to do something to them that would be hurtful. We have Queen of Wands. Yeah. They think that, you know, there could be an age difference in this connection, I feel like too, but they feel like you know how to stand your ground, and that if you were mad or that if you're a sweetheart here, like with the unicorn, you're really fun, but if you got pissed, like you also have a lot of people that have your back. You have a lot of friends, or you have a lot of people that support you. And so, you know, they know that, you know, they really shouldn't piss you off. You may be a little firecracker, pile number 4. They certainly like see you as like you may be younger than them, or you may be smaller than them, shorter than them, but I see that they see you as a little firecracker and not one to really mess with, okay, here. They could be afraid that you would do something to them, like witch, spellcraft, you know, do witch stuff or spell work against them if they fucked with you. Like they don't, you know, they're trying to get at it though with the sacral chakra here at the top of this card. They're very sexually attracted to you, and they like it when you're bratty, okay? I'm getting that. They like it when you're bratty. Queen of Cups. Oh boy. Wow. Okay. So they also see you, like, I love this Queen of Cups because she's sitting here with her legs wide open, and then there's a lightning bolt on the crotch of her panties, right? And then there's this character who's sitting here at her feet, right? Like ready to serve her, like I'm at your command, right? So I definitely think that your person thinks that you have, you know, you have really good genitals, you have really powerful genitals is what I see. And that by coming into your life that, you know, you have opened them to new things. You've opened their eyes. You could be downright scary to them at times. I do feel like they see this like bratty kind of like, you know, rebellious side to you, but they also see like this caring side. Like you're also a place where they can go to feel better, right? And to kind of serve the divine feminine is what I kind of feel here, all right? So your person's like, I'd gladly like, you know, drink your bath water. I'd gladly like, you know, do this for you or do that for you. You know, sometimes they're downright, you know, not submissive, but just, you know, like, I don't know, like they're just downright just worshiping of you in some ways. I feel like pile number 4, especially sexually. I think that they're really scared of you ending the connection sexually with them and surprising them, right? And while they're on their knees in front of you, you're just saying no more, right? But that's kind of what I'm feeling here. And it's powerful because you have Death, Queen of Wands, and Queen of Cups. So this person doesn't see you as somebody who, you know, I'm seeing the letter B here too. For those of you that have B in your initial or their initial, first name or last name, I'm seeing the letter B. Queen B, right? Or King B, whoever you are, whatever gender you are. But I do think that your person knows that there are other people that would be happy to step in their place too. So they better stay on their guile. You know what I'm saying? So I see the letter W too, for those of you that have a connection to W, first or last name, you or them. All right, so let's go ahead and look at, I'm also getting the name William, all right? For those of you that have a William, a Will or a William, take it times 1,000, all right? So what secret are they holding on to here? What secret are they holding on to? 9 of Wands, okay? So I think that they may be a little more disturbed mentally at times than they let on. Okay, pile number 4, I think that they, you know, they're coming across as very together, like very practical, very, just dedicated and consistent here. But I think the darkness kind of infects their mind more than they would let on. Like they try to defend it, but I do feel like it kind of influences their mind. And they try to stop themselves, but they really can't. There's some unknown force inside of them with the High Priestess here that calls them to you. They don't know what it is. They don't know why it happens. I'm seeing the number 3 here too. It could be a birthday or birth month, March. But they don't know why. But it's like, I think sometimes their own darkness and their own unconscious mind is sometimes like they feel like it's their enemy, or that they don't really understand themselves, okay? Like, why did they make the choices that they make? Why did they do what they do? And why do they feel so inexplicably drawn to you, right? 5 of Swords, yeah. So I do think that this person, we had work on the throat chakra here. So I do think your person has a lot more things, a lot of anger sometimes that builds up inside of them, and a lot of resentment regarding some of the things that they have to do in their daily life to kind of get by and make ends meet or take care of business here. And I think sometimes they just want to pop off and tell people how they're really feeling. With all these pentacles and their energy, I feel like they don't. And sometimes they just want to go off. And I feel like, you know, they also need to blow off steam is what I'm getting here. I'm getting the initials N and U, for you or them, first or last name, okay? But I do feel like sometimes they need to, and sometimes they just want to give up on their relationship. I feel like they just want to give up on relationships and kill it off, all right? Woo, kill it off, right? And I think that they need to communicate more of how they feel here. They think a lot of other people get involved in their business and it really pisses them off. They don't like that at all. 2 of Swords, yeah. So, you know, they want to make different choices here. They want to do different things, but I think Princess of Swords, I think they are going to be afraid to be seen as being immature or irrational if they make certain decisions. So they keep things in limbo for a really long time and hold it all in, and then just kind of act out the things that they need to act out in order to feel better, right? But you know, I do think that they're at a crossroads and they need to make a decision. I feel like some of the connections and relationships that they've had in their life have been, you know, messed up. Either they did it, or I think with them, with your person, it's like they did some things and the other people did some things. It's not nobody was perfect here. Nobody was a perfect angel here. But your person isn't really able, we had the Devil card earlier, isn't really able to let go right now of some of those things. They remain divided on it. But at the same time, it's like they're feeding their darker nature and they want to come to you here with the High Priestess, all right? So that's what I'm getting, pile number 4, and I know that's a lot to lay on you. I hope you could follow, and I hope that resonated for you and it made sense. And we will go ahead next and go to the extended reading. Well, we will get into potential for this connection, what their intentions are toward you, outcome, and advice for this connection. So thank you so much, pile number 4, and I hope you enjoy, my beauties. Thank you.